Hey friends, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Cooking with Bob. We got a really good menu planned for today's meal. First, we're going to have dirty rice. This can be found at Walmart. It's about $1. And we're going to mix up some summer sausage in there to give it that little twang. And we have a dessert today I think you guys will enjoy. We're going to make some blueberry muffins. Actually, this can be more of a blueberry muffin cake. To do the blueberry muffins, we're going to use the cardboard oven. Ken gifted this to me in our fall meetup, and this is the first chance I've got to use it. Now, as you can see, I got another hot fire again, and what we need to do is I'm going to fill the bottom tray up, which this is actually a dog bowl full of coals. Now, for more information on how to build this oven, make sure you swing by Kenneth Cram's channel. He's got some detailed videos and he's done a lot of mods to it, because this is the Gen 1 version and I think he's up to a Gen 4 right now. So you want to check that out. So the first thing on the agenda is we need to get some coals in this booger and start heating it up. And I've got my little oven gauge sitting next to the fire. Jesus Lord. It's already up to 220 degrees just sitting there, so we got a hot fire today. And I do have quite a bit of coals, so I think we're going to take them from over here. Sucker right there, looks good. Ooh, lordy. That did not take long to heat up. Alright, so we got this spot right here picked out. Now we're just simply going to assemble the oven. It's real easy. Put this around the top. And Ken has provided these little skewers, or meat skewers, and we're going to slide that in, and that actually makes a little tray for the top piece to go on. There we go. Yeah, it's in there, good. Now, I just got this little top that goes on there, and a lid to control our heat. I am very impressed on how much heat that thing's putting out. I didn't put that many coals in there. Okay, got a food bowl right here. Somewhere I have a little stick of Blue Bonnet. It's not really butter, it's kind of like a vegetable oil, so it should do the job. But be careful if you do bring dairy products out on the trail, especially in the summertime. You do not want to get any type of food poisoning. It would not be fun. So we're going to go ahead and rub this in here, and hopefully it will not stick. And of course, we'll have some leftover to put on there for a treat. Okay, there we go. And thank God I'm the king of Ziplocs. So over here, I have just some what we call freeze-dried milk or powdered milk. I found if you use whole milk instead of 2%, it tastes a lot better. 2% is just way too watery for me. This calls for, I think, like a half a cup of water maybe. And of course, I have no way to measure today, so as usual, I am going to wing it. So the first thing we do is we're going to mix our milk up in a good old Ziploc. Got a nice little mix going. Then we're going to simply add our wild berry muffin mix, and then mix that up. And of course, if it's too thin or too thick, we'll just add a little bit more water. Not a big deal. Actually, it came out pretty good. Got a really good thick consistency here. Now, the best way to get this stuff out of the bag, we're simply just going to cut the little tip of the Ziploc off. And squirt it in this bowl. So that should rise up quite nicely. Next on the list, probably should have done that, but it's pretty good. We need to put it in the oven. Ooh, lordy, that thing is freaking hot. Probably should dig my gloves out of my pack. There we go. And we're just going to basically set it and forget it. Originally, I was just going to put this oven gauge in there, but honestly, I don't think I need it. So we'll put it over to the side, and we'll just periodically, smells good already, kind of check in on it. Alright, it's time to start preparing our dirty rice. This usually calls for 16 ounces of water. Once again, I'm just going to fill my pan up, and we're going to stick it on the fire here. And bring the water up to a simmer, and then simply add our rice after that. And I'm thinking it's going to be a good idea to use a glove. Because once again, I have made my fire just too darn hot. Go figure, huh? So we got a nice little spot over here I can work with. Now we just wait for that sucker to come up to a simmer. Let's go ahead and pull our water off. Looks like we're going to have some answers in there too. We're going to add the rice right now. The trick with this stuff is, they say boil it and add it in there. We're going to simmer it and stir it until the rice starts to rehydrate, cook back up. And in the same process, we're going to burn water off. So you kind of have to be a little bit vigilant on this part of the project. And while that's going on, get that out of there. We need to start prepping our sausage. Now I'll only be using half of this because I'm going to save the rest of it for dinner tonight. But we got our work area set up. Let's get to cutting. Of course, set this aside and definitely save this for later. Throw it in one of my mini Ziplocs. Oh, this is going to be so good. Preferably without leaves on it, though. Okay. Here, our rice is ready. Go ahead and pull that off there. Now we're going to start adding our chunks of summer sausage and basically heat that up and blend the flavors together. I think this meal will actually feed 2 people. Alright, we're going to mix all these together. Simply going to take another piece of tin foil I have here, and we're going to put this sucker on a simmer. I'm going to put it on the coals just for about a minute or so, let it warm up. Cooking quite nicely. Alright, so let's let that simmer for a bit, and I think it'll be ready to eat. I'm starting to hear a little bit of a roaring bubble in there. I think we should go ahead and pull it off and start mixing. Yep, there we go. Yeah. We are just about done and ready to eat. Let that sit just a little bit longer. Heat up the sausage, and it will be food time. In all reality, I think it's done. Let it simmer for a while. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my God, that looks good. Let's do a little taste test. Oh. Okay. We'll get back to that in a minute. And as you can tell, train pulled up. Let's go ahead and pull out. Oh, that looks good too. Our muffin. And I'll be honest with you, it looks like it's done right now. Oh my God, yep. Let's give it a poke test real quick, shall we? Oh God, that is, look at that. You know what? I think we need to add a little butter. Not a problem. Ooh, Jesus Lord. Okay, we're gonna add a lot of butter. Let that melt in. Would you look at that? Alright, first we're going to do the good and important taste test of the dirty rice and the summer sausage we added. And from the looks of this meal, it should not be a problem feeding 2 people. That really freaking good. Now what you're getting here is from the rice, you're getting your carbs, your instant boost of energy. And of course the sausage, you're getting your proteins. Oh, okay. Cover that up. Put that by the fire and keep the spoon. There we go. Now it's time to taste the big muffin we made. Sorry about that. Just wanted, don't have the flavors mix on me. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how long I had this in the oven. Oh, that butter, just look at that, just melted right in it. Let's try some of that. Oh. I'm not even kidding, this is really good. Whew. All right, there you go. Another episode of Cooking with Bob. Dirty rice with sausage and a little muffin. I'll be honest with you, this is quite a meal I get to devour. Comments are always welcome. And like always, friends, thanks for watching.